Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So today I'm here to do another video, part of my Forgotten Eyeshadow series. So if you are new here, hello and welcome. My name's Zavina and I like to do videos on makeup, and also I like to incorporate things that I love also, like music, film, geeky stuff. So if that kind of sounds like something you're interested in, please subscribe, because I'll be very happy. And I'm always making videos like every time I get a chance to. I don't normally do intros like this, but I thought I might start off something a little bit different. So my Forgotten Eyeshadow series, what I like to do is I like to go through the palettes that I've had for a really long time. And you know, when I use certain palettes, there's certain shades that I go to like no bother whatsoever, and then there's always like a lot of shadows left that I don't use. So I thought, let's try them on camera, kind of like a first impressions on certain looks by shades that I don't use. So I hope that makes sense. So the palette I'm using today is the So Jaded palette, which is a collaboration with Kathleen Lights, who is a YouTuber, and she's got her own nail polish company as well, and obviously she's done a lot of collaborations with Colourpop before, but this palette I believe was the last one that she did. That is probably like maybe a year and a half old, and I have used this palette a few times on my channel before, and I really love this palette. The only problem that I have with it, if I can remember, is that there's so much fallout that you kind of, when you dip in, it just explodes. So what I'm going to do today, I'm sorry if if you do watch a lot of my videos, you see that I do a lot of green looks. I apologise. It just seems to be the shade that I attract myself to a lot recently. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of similar, like, you know, the turquoise and the sapphire and maybe emerald, and just see how it goes, because I like to kind of experiment with the shades that I have. So I hope I do a good look today. I will be doing the rest of my face afterwards. So I'm going to start off with one of my corner kind of brushes, which I love using. I've mentioned it so many times, and I'm going to start off with turquoise just here. I kind of feel like it might be a shade that I have used before, but I might not have, so we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, so I'm going to get my mirror, because these Colourpop palettes do not have a mirror, so it's a tad annoying. But yeah, I tapped in like 2 or 3 times and it's just literally exploded. So I'm going to be very careful, tap off some excess. I don't have anything on my eyes apart from my skin. Normally I like to use what's it called, the primer, but I will not be using it today. So we're going in Au Naturel when it comes to this one. So I have used this palette a good few times, like I've mentioned. Like, I purchased this when I think Colourpop were doing like a sale, like they tend to do a lot these days. It's kind of like a discount thing, I believe. So I think normally this palette is probably one of their most expensive ones that they have, but to be honest, you do get so many shades. And when I first kind of saw the palette, I was a bit like, okay, some of the shades are very kind of, what kind of looks can you do with them? But that's when it comes down to being experimental, just kind of playing around with the makeup. But because there is so much fallout, I tend to try and be very careful. And as you can see, this is just like dipping in a few times, so it's done a good job catching onto the lid, even though it's taking a while to build up also. But yeah, it's just such a messy palette. Otherwise I would use it more often, and because it's quite big as well, it's difficult to kind of store in the kind of storage section that I have, which is like non-existent. But yeah, this first shade is going on quite nicely. I tend to just make up a look as I go along, because I mean, I was looking at this palette beforehand and I was like, you know what, the colours that are kind of reaching out to me are going to be the green ones, because they seem to be like the ones that I haven't used a lot. So as you can see, that was turquoise, and yeah, there's like so much fallout. I don't know if you guys can see it, just trying to get rid of it. And so it's going to take another one of my brushes, and I'm going to go in with Sapphire, which is a blue, We're going to take it in the corner. Oops, sorry, just moved everything with my palette. This little desk that it's not even a desk, it's like a windowsill that I have. It's so freaking tiny that I need to be careful when I move things around. Yeah, this is so much fallout. It's so annoying. The pan, oh my god, it's so messy as well, and I don't like it when palettes are just filthy. I know it would be very different, like it would be even filthier if there was a mirror in this, and I'm kind of glad that there isn't, because it would be so messy. But just taking that blue in a corner, so it's kind of come out very nicely. Just doing it very softly, and there's no fallout, so that's kind of helpful. Okay, that's looking nice. So it's good to incorporate a couple of different shades together. So when it comes to like Kathleen Lights, it's so strange because I used to watch her non-stop all the time. Every time she did a video, I would watch it, and I really enjoy her content because she does seem like a very nice and genuine person. But I think I don't know why I stopped watching her content. I go through habits of really liking someone and then all of a sudden just stop watching them. I don't know why. I'm not because I watch a lot of YouTube either on my phone or on our television. So I've got my PlayStation, which is essentially, it has YouTube on there. So whenever I'm like watching makeup stuff, she does pop up, but sometimes I'm kind of like, no. Like there's no offense to her at all, but I just think it's just different times now. Like there's so many YouTubers out there who do very similar content, and she does have her own aesthetic of like being really kind of like happy and just really genuine, which is nice. But yeah, I've just kind of had a habit of not watching her for a while. So again, fallout. So much. I need to stop blowing on these things, but I kind of I can't do it, like, you know, not much I can do. I'd rather just have it clean. So I'm gonna go in next with, I feel like Emerald, just here. It's a nice green shimmer. So I'm taking it on one of my flat brushes, and I'm hoping, oh god. Okay, I will show you what just happened, and it is literally just, I hate when it does this. I don't know why they can't make a palette without it being absolutely just so insanely soft, and the payoff is okay, but it's just frustrating, very frustrating. And there's a lot on my brush as well, so it's not like there's nothing on there. It's a nice blend of shades, like the 3 shades work so well together, and again they're shades that I haven't used before, so that's come out nicely. But again, 2/3 of the shadow has gone. And I think I said that the last time I used this palette, was that although the shades are gorgeous, the amount of fallout in the pan, because you can see on my eyes there's like no fallout, as I mentioned. Okay, so that's looking really nice. I don't feel like I want to add maybe anything else. Oh my god. Okay, I feel like I want to add something to my inner corner, which will be quite handy as well. So I'm going to go with Fluorite. Fluorite, yeah. These are all named after emeralds and gems, in case you weren't aware of the collection. Like I said, this palette has been out for a long time, and Kathleen Lights is just one of those people who I normally associate with like astrology, and just like, I don't listen to her for astrology, but I know that she likes it. So that's why I kind of am not surprised that she did a palette like this. So it is such a gorgeous palette. You know, I'm not undermining it at all, but the shade selection is a little bit random and there's so much fallout. So if you do buy this palette, I mean, I'm sure they still have it, like Colourpop. This is probably, I don't know if it's one of their biggest sellers, but it is quite popular, so I do recommend, but just be careful of everything else around it. So that's I'm going to stop using the palette for a moment, and I'm going to go on to the rest of the face, because essentially I know I'm just focusing on the eyeshadow, but I do like to add some other stuff to my face, because instead of doing it off camera, I'll just do it and have a chat with you guys. So I'm going with my Milk Hydro Primer, and I am I'm really sweating at the moment. It is a humid, warm, wet day today. I already have been out today, so I'm filming this on Sunday afternoon. I went to see my mum this morning, so that was really nice, and I came back home just in time for the weather to just get completely horrible, because in London at the moment it's spring, and that always means it's not going to be sunny all the time like you hope it is. It's just going to be sunny whenever it wants to be, and I've just gotten used to that. Like, I'm still working from home at the moment, so I have no rush in essentially wanting it to be hot so I can go out and enjoy the day. Like, I'm arranging to meet up with some of my friends, and that's really nice because I need stuff like that for, obviously we all do, because in London, or UK, I've mentioned it before, like the lockdown rules are slowly kind of improving now. Oh no, I've just done that to my face. Okay, I have to sort this out in a minute. So I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo concealer. No, sorry, my e.l.f. Camo foundation, or whatever it is, CC cream. And although this is not one of my favorites, it's actually been a while since I've used it. And one of the last times that I did actually use it, it actually did work out quite well for me. But I'm not holding my breath today because sometimes it's extremely drying on my face, and although I'm not going anywhere afterwards, I still want to keep this on for a while just to kind of just look nice at home. Although it's for no reason and it shouldn't be, but I just feel like if a foundation's gonna last, or CC cream, I don't know what the difference is, but yeah, this one's okay. I've heard so many mixed reviews, and rightly so, because when people are like, oh, this is amazing, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Or what are you doing that I haven't done when it comes to this? But I'm not gonna completely pile it on because, again, I don't really need to do it that much. So again, it's very pale for me because this is in the shade, let's see, Fair 120. So I am a fair person, like, honestly, like my skin is so pale. But I will clean up that eye in a moment once I kind of have to go off camera to do it, because if I do it on camera, I'll be here until next year. So with setting powder, I'm going to go with a Revolution Luxury Powder, Banana Powder, which again, I haven't used in a while. And I'm going to be using a bit of it because I can already feel that the foundation is, oh my God. I can already feel that the foundation is going to start melting off my face. So I want to try and settle as much as I can, as quick as possible. So yeah, I don't look like a complete mess. But what I was saying about just London and the UK, like, just everything with like COVID is slowly getting better. I mean, obviously around the world, there's a lot of issues and problems happening at the moment. And yeah, it's just sad that, you know, COVID it's still strong in some countries, and in some places, obviously that's great that it's non-existent anymore. But of course, all the hundreds of lives that have been lost because of COVID, but obviously trying to get back to normal. So maybe soon I can start working in the office again, and again for the first time, hopefully. And yeah, just kind of start some normality. I don't know what I'm going to be still continuing my videos, because obviously this is a big passion of mine. I really am enjoying doing YouTube and doing videos and creating content, and I have some videos coming up soon which I'm excited to try out new products and, you know, try out new things. I've got way too much on, that's fine, I'll just blend it here. But yeah, I'm hoping not a lot will change with this, to be honest. Like, ever since the lockdown is, you know, everything's kind of opening up again, and a lot of people are going back to work normally, which is good because, you know, being stuck at home is not the most fun. It's not, you know, it's not good for the mental health. And I did do a video on my own that I think it was like one of the last ones that I did, just speaking about my own experiences, because that's all I can really do is talk about my own experiences with mental health, because it's something that I have been affected by for so many years, and it's not just the lockdown, it's, you know, just so many things intertwining together. But, you know, I try and not think about all the negative things, you know, just being positive and, you know, hoping for better days. But yeah, just trailing off a bit as I usually do. I've just gone in with my Super Highlight by Relove Revolution, and then the blush that I used was the Liquid Super Dewy blush. And again, I'm not the best when it comes to these liquid highlighters, but I'm getting better at them because I'm able to kind of understand the different types of liquid products that I'm using. I think I need to do a video of like full face of liquid products, but then that will mean that I don't use a setting powder, which is not good for me because I need to use setting powder all of the time, otherwise my face will just melt. So maybe I'll do that video very soon. But yeah, this eye look is looking pretty good. Like I said, I will sort it out once I go off camera. But let's do my mascara. This mascara is pretty nice actually, for £3, and it's from Relove Revolution as well. Yeah, it's £3 and it's really nice. I highly recommend this one. So I'm just going to go off camera and do my lips, and then I'm using the Becca Bullet lipstick in the shade Orchid. So I'm going to do that, sort out my eyes and I'll be right back. Okay, so everything else is done. I've sorted out my eyes and I do really like the way that they look. I used just only 3 shades from this palette, and of course there's still more shades that I need to try, but I couldn't obviously use them today because it would have been quite a weird look. But yeah, this is my finished look. Again, mostly just concentrating on the palette today, but I thought I would just do a little catch-up video as I always like to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. And yeah, I hope you're doing well, healthy, happy, and you're safe. I hope you're not sweating too much because in London it's humid as hell today. But yeah, I hope you're having a good start to your week, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.